Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 6937 in Candy Crush Saga, where we have 24 moves to collect 9 yellow candies and 36 candy coats, and I do not like candy coats. Alright, so let's take a look at this. We've got licorice, locked licorice under crystal candies surrounded by candy canes over here. And that's a problem because look, these are our yellows. I've got to collect the keys to open things up so these will all combine. But will they combine? Will these three and these three combine, break their candy coat bonds, and then connect? I sure hope so, but I've got to get to those keys. I don't have a whole lot of moves I can make, but that's not a bad one. And then I think I'm going to see what the fish can do. I don't know about opening this up and how helpful that will be. I need to get to these keys. Sadly, we've got candy cane fences here too, but I do see the, the candy curls that I can break through. Where will the fish prioritize? Not where I need them to go. They're prioritizing the crystal candies. I need keys. I need candy coats. They're not giving me what I want, so I shouldn't prioritize them. I think I'll make this wrapped and maybe get a wrapped to go with it. Guess what that's going to do? That's going to take off 2 candy coats of this key, and it's going to knock down this stuff here. Plus, of course, it's going to open these areas up. There are 3 of the yellow. I've got 2 yellow over here too, but I'm kind of in a position where I might be able to do something with that. What I don't want to have happen is I don't want a fish to take off and unwrap some of this. So far it doesn't seem to be prioritizing the candy coats, which may be beneficial to me that it's not doing that. But I also want to be very careful. I need to get the keys, and I don't know how to get them. Let's think about this. I need to set up some things way up here. What if I do this together? Well, if it comes over here, it would hit all 3 of these. That would be okay. I'm hoping it comes over here. Yeah, it went nowhere I need it to be. Make another fish again? After the fish have been proving that they're not useful? Because I don't really have anything better to do. Let's bring all the blue down and go for some cascading. That's not awful. I do need to reach this key, so there we go. Boom, that helps. And that helps. Try to get that yellow opened up. That helps. But now what? Oh, I still haven't even gotten the key up here. Let's see where we can send this. You know, the other option is I could do a wrapped and then have a striped wrapped combo. Problem. I only have 2 moves. However, I think what I didn't do that I need to do is see how this busts through. Does this come down? I know that this might be a better move. I'm going to do this to see. That's how I drop the keys down. That's the answer to getting that. The fish, not very helpful. Now I know that. I'm going to come back. I may have the microphone turned off. I may have it turned on. I think I've reevaluated this, and I think it's easier to get the keys than I expected. I just have to focus on the right areas, and I need to not be making fish. I need to be making stripes and wraps and combos, but not fish. Maybe fish combos, but not single fish. They're just not helpful. All right, see you in just a bit. I tried another time and I almost got it, so I have figured this out. It's easier to get to the keys than I thought if I can get a good head start on this. And this doesn't look awful. I'm going to group the blue together maybe to make something special. No, that didn't work. Well, let's still take out the colors that aren't very prevalent. The purple and the blue seem to be better than the green and the orange. Now they're not. Now I'm stuck. Yuck. Oh, well. There. That's something. Okay. So we're going to open this up. Yikes. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to do that. And now I'm going to do this. And now I've got something fairly decent. No purple where I really want it. And I can't move this over here because of that candy curl. But this is still going to be somewhat helpful. Gee, I wish there were more. I wish there were more. Well, I'm going to open it up. And when I open it up, it's going to give me more opportunities, right? That's the plan. Okay, here we go again. Another color bomb. And now this is a lot better. I've got this that's going to turn into a wrapped. I've got this that's going to turn into a wrapped. I've got all of these. Yes, I could make another color bomb. I am not going to lose this opportunity. That's what I needed. There goes some yellow. There goes some yellow. Boom. 7 moves left. So yeah, really learned a lot that first time. The second time, I'll tell you the reasons I feel I lost. The first few moves that I could make that second time, I could only make a certain move each time, and I kept getting reshuffles that didn't really reset. It was just a really poor opening. I spent probably 5 turns just trying to get anything to materialize. And then with the end game, you know, the fish were absolutely awful, and there was just one little yellow, and I knew what I needed to do, and I just could not get it to work. So I had kind of bad luck in the beginning, and I think bad luck at the end. Maybe I just didn't play it well, but that's what it felt like to me. All right, that is it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.